Well, good evening, and welcome to this broadcast of Sell Your Own Product on Amazon for Income and Lifestyle. My name is Terry Shire, your Amazon private label coach, and I welcome you and just thank you for stopping by tonight. We're going to talk. Got a little PowerPoint presentation for you, and then after that, we'll answer any questions you've got. So right down at the bottom, down below there's a place to put your questions in, put them in, and when we get done with the slideshow, we will answer those questions, or I'll do whatever. And if I don't know the answer, I will make sure I get the answer tomorrow, and I'll get it to you. So just bear with me, and we're going to have a good time tonight. And a good time. I just hope you come to not only to learn, but to have a good time tonight. And that's what it's all about. But before I get started with the slideshow, I just want to explain a few things about the course that I put together. The course is and what makes it different from any other private label course. There's a lot of good private label courses out there. I'm not going to knock any of them. They've all put together by good people and who mean well and everything else. And the reason mine is a little bit different is one thing, because I've been an entrepreneur all my life. When I graduated from high school, within 2 weeks, I went to the bank, I borrowed $200, and I started my first business then. And I worked for myself ever since then. I've bought and sold businesses all my life, and that's what I do. I'm an entrepreneur, and so I think like an entrepreneur, and that's why. And I put this course together. It's all about not only selling private label products for income, which you can do, and you can do a great job. And one of those courses will teach you that. But mine's going to teach you not only to do it for income, but it's also going to teach you to do it for the lifestyle. Because if you're anywhere, like I say, I'm 72. And there's a lot of boomers out there that are getting ready to retire, getting ready to enjoy life and everything, and then they all of a sudden, man, they don't have enough money to sit back and retire on it. Well, this is one of those things you can take. You can take this program of mine. You can work that program, and if you do it the way I said, you can have Amazon take care of your product, label your product, bag your product, and all that. But they'll do that, and all you have to do is you sit back, and they'll be gracious enough to send you a check every 2 weeks. Now, I know that sounds really simplified, and it is, but that's what we teach in the course, and I want you to bear with me and understand it as I go through there, because I'm going to probably say some things that are going to be contrary to what you've heard out there before. Because if you go on the forum right now, this time of year, man, they're talking about these guys that shipped 17 boxes today. They did so much on Amazon. They're shipping boxes after boxes after boxes. Well, let me tell you something. That is great, and I am not knocking anybody. And if anybody's out there is doing that, I commend you for it. I think it's good. But I'm telling you, I'm 72 years old. I don't want to be shipping 17 boxes a day. I don't want to have to go out and tomorrow do what I did today to keep the ball rolling. I want to be able to take a product, source that product, and send that product right directly to Amazon, so I don't have to bag or label or anything like that. I can just send it to Amazon, and Amazon is going to send me those checks. And all I have to do is go in there once a week, check my inventory, get my inventory ordered, and make sure everything goes right. And so that's where I'm coming from, and that's what the course that I put together is all about. It's different from anybody else's, and as far as I know, that might be somebody out there that I don't know, but all the ones I see, that's what makes mine different. And that's might be good for you, it might not be bad. I don't know. That's something you got to decide. But I want you, as I go through these slides, I want you to be aware of that's where I'm coming from. I'm coming from a 72-year-old that's worked for himself all his life, and I love Amazon. I love Amazon is probably one of the best platforms you could probably get for somebody that's retired or thinking about taking it easy. Like I say, these boomers out here, they're coming. Do you know that the national, they say, I just read an article the other day, that more boomers are starting businesses than any other segment of the population. Why? Because a lot of us like that. We don't have the money to retire the way we want to. We want to retire in a good lifestyle. And so we need to build up. And Amazon private label for income and lifestyle, you can do it. So just bear with me. I'm going to take you over. I'm going to show you this slides tonight, because what we're talking about tonight is 7 concerns, 7 things you need to be aware of before you place that order. Some things you want to think through if that product that you picked is going to work. And one more thing about this, there's a lot of things about going over to Alibaba or wholesale brands or someplace like that and getting a product and then selling on Amazon. And to me, that's doing it backwards. To me, you want to go to Amazon. Well, we're going to, as we get in the slides, we're going to get it there. But you want to go to Amazon. You want to pick a product that you want to sell and that you can make better and that you can source and get it at a good price. And that's what this is all about. So just follow me. And by the way, you see, I get excited. So, and that's me. I'm 72, but I'm still excited. I still love the chase. I still love the finding the products and getting those products and getting them on Amazon. And there's nothing better I like to see than those kashings come through the computer saying you've sold another product on Amazon. So that's what this is all about. Let's go over and watch the slideshow. I prepared this for you, and we're going to go from here because I think you're going to like this. So this is what it's all about: is 7 must-check items for a successful private label product. It's the difference between success and failure. It's the difference right there. You can see it. There's success. You broke through the wall. You got it. Amazon sending you those checks regularly every 2 weeks. You just thank them for it, or you can fail. You just throw your money down the toilet. And that's basically what it's all about. So as we go through there, we're going to go through and so let's go to number 1 here. And that's number 1. The thing you got to be concerned about is the weight of the product. Now, what do I mean by the weight of the product? Well, is it too light for sea or is it too heavy for air? Let me tell you about it. If you know my story, before Amazon and all that, I was a decorator. I had a decorating business down here in South Florida, a very successful decorating business, workroom and a decorating business. So, and we sold an awful lot of pillows and things like that. So when I got started with Amazon right here, I thought, well, one of the things I'd like to sell was pillow stuffers, the things you put in the pillows and make them fluffy and all that. And so I went over and went over to China, and I found a great deal because I'll be honest with you, here in the States, as of the last few years, there's not many good places to buy pillow stuffers, and because of the labor or what the deal is, but it's just not. And when they are, they're super expensive, and to sell them on Amazon, they just don't fly, So I went over to China and I found some at a great price, a good deal, and so I get all ready and I'm ready to sign the contract and bill some money. But I thought, well, maybe I better check with my freight forwarder and all that because I didn't know exactly what the procedure were on pillows. I just done a lot of other things and sent it over to the States and that. But I thought maybe I better check, and it's a good thing I did because the freight forwarder said, "Whoa, wait a minute." He said, there's no weight there. So how are they going to charge you? Because they aren't. You can get a great big box that's maybe 3 foot by 2 foot to hold a big stuffer and all that, and it probably doesn't weigh 2 pounds, maybe something like that. So they were too light for sea. And then, well, what about air? Well, then they found out they're too bulky for air, too heavy for the air. Not really too heavy, they're too bulky for the air because they take up too much room. And the airlines, they don't have a lot of room on those things, and they want to get what they can in there. And so if you take it up, they're going to charge you for that space, just like UPS and FedEx have all gone to volume pricing now. And so that's what you have to watch out for. What about the weight of the product? Is it too fragile? Cookies in a mail envelope. Wow. And the reason I put that in here about 5-6 months ago, I got this email from a customer of mine. Remember, I told you I put love letters in all my products. So I got this email from a customer of mine, and she had gotten these cookies, and she'd ordered the cookies, and she'd gotten them, and lo and behold, there wasn't a solid one in the whole thing. They'd all been crashed. So I asked her, well, how did they come? And she said, well, they came in a mail envelope. And I'm thinking, a mail envelope cookies? And boy, the stamping machine must have had a ball with those. So, and what had happened, it must have been a new associate at Amazon, the distribution center, because they went out FBA, but he put those cookies in a mail envelope, and my customers was unhappy to say the least. So we got that straightened out. And because of that, I'll be honest with you, if any of you send to Indiana, the distribution center, Indiana 3 or Indiana 5, whatever it is, I never can remember. But I've had a lot of problems since some of my products are going there, because I used to sell a lot of cookies. I've cut back on it because of it, because it's strange that they say the cookies, they get to Indiana 5, okay, and but then when they take them from Indiana out to the other things, when the other things come, they say they're broken in that. So they're either, Indiana's either not reporting it or they're getting, I don't know. And I'm not blaming Amazon. I'm just kind of backing away from the things. But that's the thing you got to be aware of, the weight and the type of product you're getting, you know, and because UPS has all gone to volume pricing. So you go back and see my little man down there. Is it too heavy or too light? You want to stay right where what you can deal with, because that's what it's all about. And then the second thing you want to think about is seller-friendly packaging. Now, notice I didn't put up there buyer-friendly packaging. I put seller-friendly packaging. That's you, that's me. We're the seller. And so does it conform to Amazon rules? You know, Amazon's got these rules in a lot of, well, take toys, for example. They have a lot of, you get these toys where they come in and part of them is enclosed, and the other part they'll have out with, and they have them not screwed to the back, but do the back with little twist ties or little stretchy ropes and that. And so if you do that, then that has to be bagged. That has to be poly bagged. Well, that's not what I would call seller-friendly packaging, because I don't want you to have to bag stuff. I don't, because that's what we're talking about. We're talking about taking your product, having it come right from the manufacturer, go to Amazon, and you don't have to touch it. Don't have to touch it. So does it need to be polybagged? If it is, then, you know, and then I hear a lot of things in the forum about, do we commingle our inventory or labeled our inventory? Well, let me ask you, if you're private label and your only competition is yourself, they can't commingle with anybody else. So why would it be a concern? Whenever you can, commingle. Now, there's going to find something, you know, if you go to your Amazon Seller Central account, go all the way over to the right where it says settings, click that settings and go back where it says FBA settings. And then you go in there, and then almost the way down at the bottom of the page, you're going to see where the section where it says commingle, and go through that and see what they say. But most of the time you're going to be able to commingle your items, and that's great, because that's just something else that's going to save you 20 cents an item, and you might as well put that 20 cents in your pocket as Amazon. So excuse me, I have a drink here. And like I say, that 20 cents would fit, you know, it fits in my pocket good. I have no problem with it, you know. So that's number 2. Number 3 is the shippability of the finished product. Now, wow. Let me tell you, this is kind of funny, because when I first started, about a year ago, I guess, something like that, I picked up this account and I started selling a lot of lamps, not lamps, but light fixtures. And those light fixtures came in 2 packages, unfortunately. One would usually be a tall, thin box like this, and it would contain the bars and all the other parts of the lamp, the chain and all that. And then they had a little box over here that usually contained the hardware and the globes and all that. Well, if you know Amazon, you can't send 2 boxes for 1 package. Every item must only be 1 package with it, because you only put 1 label on it. You can't put a little box and a big box. So one night we're talking about this, and I was trying to figure out, oh shoot, and I can't go back. But I clicked the thing by mistake. I'm sorry. But I put those 2 products together, and I'm talking on the forum one night, and Darla was on there that night, and she says, well, Terry, why don't you put the 2 products together and just wrap the bejesus out of it and make 1 product? So I did, and I sent it in, and believe it or not, they sold good, and Amazon didn't say anything. But then I thought I'd be really good. And you know, on the listing over there, if you list a product on Amazon, you've got all those things, and you go all the way in the very right listing tab, it gives you other information and stuff like that. And so I thought, well, I'll be good, and I'll fill that out and everything. So I went and filled it out. And so I put in there that product. I had to put the dimensions of the product this way and this way, and then I had to go like this. And so Amazon 2 days later, I'm looking and I see what they charged me, what they were charging me. They went from $34 up to $154 on shipping fees and handling fees, something like that. So I quick took that out and I made it merchant fulfilled. But that's what it's all about, and that's what happened. That's why you have to compare, know what your product's going to be like, what it's going to cost before you send it in. Like I say, I still sell those light fixtures to this day. I sold 3 of them over the weekend, and they were all merchant fulfilled. But they do good. No, I'm sorry, it was only 2 on the weekend. But they go good. Sometimes you need to sell merchant fulfilled, but merchant fulfilled, does it fill in this? And what do you think? When merchant fulfilled, I get a notice from Amazon that says you have sold such and such, and you've got so many days to deliver it and all that, and give us proof. And so what do? I go to the computer, pick up the make a PDF of the packing label that goes to the customer. I pick up and run the product through the labeler and all that, and make a work order to the distribution center. My supplier, I send that to them by a PDF, and the next day I get a PDF back saying that you owe us so much, and it was sent out, and when the packing number right there. And so I take that packing number, put it in Amazon's algorithm there, and I get paid. Now, does that fit my my term of private labeling? You better believe it. It does, because you can't get much easier than that. Where can I do that? I can do that from my desk here at home. I can do that in any hotel I'm at. I can do that from the beach, which is only a few miles away. I can do it out by my pool. I can do it anywhere. So that's what I'm talking about, lifestyle here. We're going to talk about that. We're going to, if you're sign up for the course, you're going to hear about that lifestyle, because to me, that's where it's at. If you're getting to that age, why lifestyle is important. And so don't try to, okay, so this we're getting into 4 now. I'm just finished with 3. I'm sorry I clicked ahead like that, and I apologize. So, but the rank of the competitor you want to overcome. So let me explain just real quickly. Like I said before, I don't believe you go to wherever you're going to go to source and you find a product and say, oh, I want to sell that on Amazon. I don't think that's, I think that's reinventing the wheel. To me, why don't you pick a product that's selling good on Amazon, take that product, make that product just a little bit better, and overcome, and send that into Amazon and start selling it. So, and why is rank important? Rank is important because Amazon use rank, because when you put, if you were going to Amazon and you put blue widgets in the search bar up there, who do you think product with blue widgets they're going to show? They're going to show the one that's selling #1. They're going to show the one that's got the most reviews and selling #1. And so that's why it's important. It's darn important. So don't try to reinvent the wheel. Pick proven products. That's where it's at. And so we're going number 5 here, and number 5 talks about, we talked about rank before. Now number 5 talks about the reviews of the competitor. Why do reviews count that much? Because it's top of Amazon's list for product placement. Like I say, when you put that blue widget in the search bar up there, they're going to bring up the person that's got the best rank and the most reviews. Why? Because Amazon wants to make money, and Amazon wants their customer to have the best possible buying experience. So if you've got a product in there and you've got a lot more reviews or a few more reviews than your competitor, they're going to show you, because by those reviews, it proves that you're giving good customer service to Amazon's customers, and that's exactly what Amazon wants. That's what they're counting on you for. That's why it's a partnership between us and Amazon. You know, we rely on Amazon to get our product to our customers and Amazon's customers in the best shape and the best fastest way possible, you know. And the same way Amazon relies on us to give their customers the best possible service and the best possible interaction between buyer and seller. And that's what it's all about. And that's what I'm talking about when I say put a love letter in your product. And even in the course, we give you all kind of ways to put love letters to your product, but you need to talk to your customer. You need to interact with your customer. You need to get to know your customer. But anyway, that's preaching another thing. So Amazon wants their customer to have the best buying experience, period. And they're going to do whatever they can to assure that. And that's by picking whoever's got the most reviews and whoever's got the best price in that, and even price doesn't count as much as reviews do, because Amazon, like I say, they want the best for their customer, and I don't blame them. I want the best for my customer too. That's why I'm choosing Amazon FBA private label, because I trust them to do what's good, because we both agree on those wants, and they're going to work towards that, and I'm going to work that. So, but then you got to ask yourself now, if you got your competitor is sitting there and he's got 100 reviews, that sounds like a lot, but it's really not, because you're getting up there. We're talking about stuff that's between 100 and 500 or something like that. So you're up there. You're selling quite a few a day. All right. So can I get more reviews from my product? Yeah, I think you can. But the next thing you got to ask yourself is, can I afford to get the reviews? Well, that's up to you, and you know your money. I know what it's worth. So let's give you an example. In the course, we give you quite a few different ways to get reviews, but one of the fastest and the most effective way is to take that product and you go to a forum you belong to, probably an FBA forum, like let's go Fast Turn Coaching or something like that, or Fast Turns Radio, and just put a post on there. Hey guys or fellows, I have a new product on Amazon, and I would sure like to get some reviews for that product. I'd like to get my product ranked. So here's what I'd be willing to do. I'll sell you my product for $1 or as low as you can possibly go in return for a review. If you will buy my product, try it, and then quickly post a review on there. I would really appreciate it. It'd help you and it'd help me. Now, you notice I didn't say I want you to give me a 5-star review or anything like that, because I don't want you asking, because that would be against Amazon's a rule. But there's nothing wrong with giving away a product or selling a product at a lower price for a review, as long as you don't ask for the 5-star. Just tell the people you want a review. You're going to get the 5-star anyway. Believe me, they know, and especially if you do it on an FBA forum. But do that, get the reviews. And so that's where can I afford to get the reviews. If you got 100, what's it going to cost you to get 101 reviews? Think about it. What's it going to cost? Well, I don't know what the cost of your product is. If you've got to give it for $1, or you might give it for $4 or $5. I think I did last year. I did for one of my new products a set of cutting boards and oil and all that, and I believe I gave it away for I don't know. I think $5 or something. I don't remember. I'll be honest with you, but I did give it for a lot of money, and a lot of people liked it. I got the reviews and got the product moving. So that's what it's all about. But you have to be aware of that, what it's going to take for you to get to be number one. That's what it's all about. I don't necessarily mean number one in ranking, but number one over your competitor, and that's what it's all about. That's what it's in the game for. All right, so let's go on to number 6. And number 6 are days in rank. Wow. Y'all know you can go to Camel, and look up and see how many days in rank it is. There's also a new site called, let me see, right here. I got it right here. It's AmShark, I believe it is. AmZShark, where I think you can, I think it starts out at $20 a month. If you've got a lot of products or one product or something, and you want to find out all the information, they can tell you that. But you can go to Camel, dig it up on yourself. It's not that hard. You go down, put your ASIN in there, and it'll bring up all the stuff about it. Then click on down to the bottom. It clicks on your the ranking and all that, and it'll tell you the ranking over the past year and how it went. So you don't want to flash in the pan. And why did I say that? When I was started building the course, I went to CES, Jim Cockram's group in September, and that's where I made up my mind, because I've been thinking about it. I talked to Dwayne Malik and I talked to a few others, and I decided, yes, I'm going to put together a private label course that accentuates the lifestyle, and that's what I did. And I did it. So when I came back from there, I pretty much stopped sourcing. did my private label and all that, but the sourcing I stopped. So my sales right now are pretty flat, as other people are talking about it, because I haven't really sourced that much in a couple months. But I did do a lot of stuff to get ready for this course, because the course has got something like 40 some videos right now, and I've got 3 more in production, because some new things have come out and add to that. So it's a work in progress, and it's going to stay that way as far as I'm concerned. It's going to be a work in progress. I want to keep you people abreast of exactly what's going on and how you can take advantage of all the new stuff that's coming out. So, but anyway, as I'm doing that, back in the first part of October, the middle of October, I noticed that in health and the health category, and that one of the number one item selling back then, and it was the forehead thermometer. You know, the one was looks like a gun. You put it onto your forehead and it gives you your temperature. And if you remember right, the reason that was because that's when the Ebola scare just first started coming out, or really started to get rolling in that. And that's when that poor guy, I guess in Dallas, he passed away. And every night they're showing people going through the security from coming back from Africa and places like that, and they're putting these guns to their head and they're checking their thermometer and all that. So that's what, and that was the time of that. And that's the thing, that the forehead thermometer was the number one item in that category, the number one item in the health and thing category back at that time. Now, the other day as I was putting the slide together, I was thinking, I wonder what the heck that is. So I looked it up, and 2 days ago it was 695. That's a big jump. In a month and a half, 2 months, 2 months, I guess it is. And so if you would have gone with what you were seeing in the first part of October, middle of October, and you would have said, man, those forehead thermometers are great, man, I'm going to order in. And because back at that, at number one, they're probably selling about 100 a day, or maybe even more. So you'd have to order, say, maybe 10,000 just to get, that would only be a, 20-day supply, something like that. So you have to be aware of that. And so what about if you ordered all those, you got them in, and then all of a sudden you jump down to 695. 695, you're selling maybe 3 or 4 a day, but that's not a lot compared to 45 a day. I'd take four a day. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. And that's a good steady income, and it's something you can work with, and you get a few items selling 4 a day, and you're off to the races. That's the income, and you just sit back and. But what I'm trying to teach you here is be aware and check the rank and how long it was in the rank and how long I say that, because at that it takes a month to sell 1 day's worth 45 days ago. You understand what I said? Now it takes a month to sell 100, where 45 days ago you were selling one a day. So that's all I'm taking. And you see my people I've hired down there, they're working hard. They keep putting that sign up. It says what you're looking for is the days in rank, but you're looking for long-term and steady. Long-term and steady. See, they're holding that up there for you to see. And so we're going to go on to number 7 now. And number 7 is, how do you feel about the product? Now you're probably going to say, hey man, what are you talking about? How do you get off? Ask me how I feel about a product. A product's a product. No, a product's not a product. Do you like the product? Would you use the product? Would you recommend the product to your friends? Would you rather have another product? And I put, if you answer no to any of these, go on to another product. If you answered yes, place an order. See the signs up, congratulations. But how do you feel about the product? And it is important, because you're the one that has to write the not the reviews, but you have to write the description of the product. You have to do the title of the product. You have to put the bullet points about the product, and all that stuff is important. And if you don't like the product, I don't think you're going to do it right. I really don't. It's the same way and I'll bet you, just stop and think now, be honest with me. If you go to your closet and look at your clothes, I would be willing to bet that there's some clothes in your closet that say you wake up some morning and you do not feel just exactly great. Do you put on the clothes that make you feel great, or do you put on clothes that make you feel funky? I think you put on clothes that make you funky. I think we all do, and that's something we need to break ourselves from, because and not that clothes makes the person. That's not what I'm talking about. But I think sometimes we set ourselves up to feel funky, and that's what you're feeling. And that's why I'm asking, how do you feel about the product? Because if you don't like the product, for God's sakes, don't sell it. Would you use the product yourself? And the biggest thing is, if you had your product sitting right in front of you and you had your competitor's product sitting right in front of you and you had your choice, which one would you rather use? I hope you'd rather use your own, because that's what's important. You want to make that product, like I say, you take your competitor's product, you study that product, you study the reviews, find out what people like about the product, find out what people don't like the product, and then you take your product and make it just better. Just simple. That's what Amazon wants. That's what you want, and then you're off to the races. So do that. If you answered yes, place the order and go to that. But if not, go on to another product. Pick a product that you feel good about it, that you can go around and brag about. Not that you really have to, but I mean that you would recommend to your friends, that you'd use in your house. And that's what makes the difference. You want a product that you care about. And so that was number 7, and that was it. But then, I happen to think there's one more area that we need to cover in there. And this is probably, if any of you are on here that are new, then this might be something new to you. And if it's not, number 8, did you check to make sure it's not hazmat? Amazon has got some rules, and it's Amazon's ball field, so they can make any rules they want, but they're kind of hot on hazmat. I know one time I ordered some, found a gross of disposable gloves, and man, at a great price. And they were listed, I was going to make like 5 times my money and all that. And so I bought them, and then I went to send them in, and found out they're hazmat. I didn't know. So the thing you got to watch is the product hazmat or not? And I'll show you down here at the bottom how to find out. If the product is liquid, check. I check automatically. If it's a household chemical, check. And one of the biggest things you got to check, and I think one of the biggest giveaways, is check on the product you're going to sell. If there's no FBA offers on the competition, check, because that's a good sign that it might be hazmat. So, and if in doubt, contact seller support. But the type of here's how you can find out. Here's all Amazon's rules. Just you go up to the top of the top page of your Seller Central account. You go up, and all the way over to the right, there's a little search box, and just type hazmat in there. You type hazmat in there, it's going to bring it right up, and everything Amazon's got to say about it. And if that doesn't satisfy it, then you need to contact seller support and find out, because you sure as heck do not want to order 100, 200 of an item and then find out it's hazmat. And you've got to sit at home and merchant fulfill those, because that breaks what we're talking about. I don't want you to have to do that. I don't want you to have to be packaging and labeling and shipping stuff out. I want that to be done by Amazon. I just want you to take your product and give it to Amazon, and Amazon takes care of it. And like I say, they send you that check every 2 weeks, or they deposit into your account. So anyway, that's it. That's all. So I'm going to come back over here, and there is my beautiful face. There it is. And I'm here right now. So do we have any questions? Oh, wait a minute. How did I do that? Oh, man, I'm sorry, folks. I hit the wrong thing, and no. Shoot. I think I cut myself. There I am. I'm not live anymore. Darn it. Hello. Am I back? Yes. Hi. I don't know if anybody's still there. Guys started. I am sorry, folks. I really goofed up. I clicked the wrong button down here, and let me see if I can find the questions and answers part back here. Say something there. I've got it. So I don't know if anybody. There's a link to the that's Don Schaefer asked a question, and it says no, because you stop and think about it. They're not going to be they're going to be competition, but we're giving you the ways to overcome that competition. We're giving the ways to get you up to, remember, jumping that hurdle, jumping over the reviews and all that. No. It's just to the victor goes the spoils. And if you do things right and you give the people the service they want, the product they want, make it. Remember, I said make it better than your competition. Make it better than your competition, and that doesn't take that much. Like I say, it just can be some better explanation. Go to your competition and find out what they're getting negative reviews about, and improve on that. Improve it, and you're going to come out a winner. So don't be afraid of that, Don. I'm trying to read that. Okay. Here's the questions. Oh, somebody just got here. I see that. From the list, I don't know if there's any more. Oh, I'm sorry, folks. I just got here. Select. Okay. Somebody says nice presentation, Virginia Parsons. I think it is. Yes, thank you, Virginia. She's my coach, Virginia Parsons, hangoutmentor.com, and she'll teach you everything you want to know. Don Schaefer just got here. Welcome, Don. Sorry you missed it, but anyway, to answer your question again, Don Schaefer said, let me pull it up right here. Hold on. If we go with the top 100 bestsellers to find products, knowing there are thousands of different products to choose from, even at that, wouldn't it start getting competition? Not so much on your own private label, but maybe something similar. I'm not gonna say not really, because you're gonna make your product better. Remember, that's what we're gonna teach you. We're gonna make your product better. You're gonna make your product, and and that's what you got to do. Because remember, you're not doing all that sourcing. You're not doing all your other stuff. You're sitting around, and you can take your laptop to the beach and study your competition, and just make your product just that much more better. So that's about the best way I can answer that too. You're always going to have competition, but you always stay one step ahead of the competition. That's what it's all about in life. And as long as I've been an entrepreneur, I've started new trends and everything like that. The competition comes around and copies them and everything like that. So you go one step and you start a newer trend. You start whatever you have to do. So I think that's what it's all about, and that's what this course is all we got here. So and you said you watched the replay. Thank you. But Virginia Parsons says, nice presentation, Terry. So let's see what is the. Yes, thank you. I will rush replay. So I guess has anybody got any more questions on that? With that, we've got it's 8:41, and I don't see any more questions. So I'm from back here. I don't see any more, so I guess we're going to stop. Unless, Don, you've got any more questions, I'll be glad to answer them. I'm here, and we've got time yet if you want to put another question in there. So how was the party anyway that you went to? Do you have a good time, or what? Because I know you had a Christmas party, I think it was tonight, right? Excuse me. So I'm. I don't understand. What's the TGE next step? I don't understand. Oh, Virginia, I don't understand. I'm sorry. Good party. Yes, Don, good party. Well, good. I'm glad you had a good time, you and Bonnie. So answering, what's the next? What's TGE? I'm sorry, Virginia, I don't understand. CTA? Call to action. Yeah, the next step is as I've got the that's my coach back there. She's but anyway, I did put the link to the sign up page on here. Let me find it. It's someplace. Right here it is. And if you click that, you're going to go to the sign up page. It's actually the sales page for the course. If you go all the way down to the bottom, you're going to find the thing that says the course is not live yet. They're working on the platform. They were supposed to let me know. They haven't let me know. It's supposed to be somewhere around the 15th. It's going to go live. I can't tell you. So I appreciate it. You know, exactly. I appreciate your patience. I appreciate anything. But we've got a good course here, folks, and I can't wait to get started. We got the forums all set up and get you in there and get you going, so that by within 2-3 months, you should be off and running and to a good start with some private label products. They're going to make you a lot of money, give you the income you want. And so right there, if you click on that link right there, that'll take you over to the sales page. And like I say, if you go all the way down to the bottom to where you normally purchase or something like that, you'll find a block that says put that, and it'll take you over to where you just sign up, so that once the site goes live and all that, I will send you an email, and you know, and that's what. So I appreciate right there. If you put it now, the forum's not open yet because the site's not going, so I can't say that and tell you that I'm open to. I'm going to do another Google Hangout next Thursday night at 8 o'clock. If I'd appreciate if somebody has some areas they want me to concern, send me an email, or you can catch me at Google Plus at Plus Terry Shire. It's TerrySchirer, and we can do that. Maybe work that in next week or something. Whatever you'd like, whatever you're interested in learning about, I'm willing to teach you. I'm willing to show you exactly how I do it. There's no secrets here. I'm not holding anything back. I want you to be successful. I want you to be successful, and that's about it. So let me see. I can't wait to watch the replay. That's Don Schaefer. What's the next step you want people to make? Thank you, Virginia. I will watch the replay. So I guess that's it. So let me see. Take this. Make sure we're good. Okay. Yes. All right. So with that said, I guess we should be about done. And I thank you all for being here. I see there's 3 viewers here, or something like that, or something, maybe more. But I don't care. It's not about the number of viewers. It's the people that we're going to help to be successful. That's what it's all about, and that's what this course. And I put it together for. I don't have any secret sauce or anything like that, but I do know enough to know what works, what doesn't work, to get you the lifestyle that I think you want. I think if you're listening here, if you're like me, it's time to not be lifting those 17 boxes every day, but to spend time and energy doing the things that are going to produce you income, and not only income, but lifestyle, so you can enjoy life. It's time to do that, folks, at least for me. And I think most of you that are boomers out there, I think it's time for you, or you wouldn't be here. So with that being said, I guess we're going to sign off this broadcast. I appreciate each and every one of you. Matter of fact, love you all. And just hope that we shall see you next week. And like I say, you can also you can find me on the forums. Fortunately, ours is not good because you have to be signed up for the course to get in. But you can find me there. But like I say, on Google, it's Google Plus. It's Terry plus Terry Shire. And on Facebook, it's Enduring Bamboo. And by the way, I logged into my Facebook account 2 nights ago, and I get this sign saying that we think Enduring Bamboo is not your real name, which it isn't. And they said, so would you put your real name down, sir, so we can let people know? And I thought, well, that's okay. So I filled out my real name, Terry Shire. And then from now on, it doesn't say on my site, it didn't say Enduring Bamboo. It says Terry Shire. So now I've got one that's Terrell Shire, and I've got one that's Terry Shire. Terrell is my my given name. And I don't go by that. I go by Terry. But and that's where all my family's on that. My kids are on there and all that. But you're welcome to contact me there too, because I love to hear from you. I'd like to know what you want to learn. I'd like to tailor these Google Hangouts to what you want. That's what it's all about. That's what I'm here for, and that's what I've set aside time to do this. And I thank you. So we're gonna sign off here, and I shall see you next week, if not before. Thank you.